95.3, 103.9, The Dinosaur.
Nick Kaplan is the morning on-air personality. He is also the program director and the brains behind the hatching of The Dinosaur.
I had these thoughts of a dinosaur radio station and playing music for people who were being called dinosaurs, people who were being made to feel that they didn't fit in.
Nick calls their music classic top 40s. It's a combination of the music played on top 40 radio stations in the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Top 40 really means the top 40 songs in the nation at that time. It changes by week, and that would be by the Billboard charts.
But the music isn't the only thing Nick's bringing back.
This particular building is a historic broadcast facility because it belongs to WOLF.
At the corner of West Kirkpatrick and Van Rensselaer Street, WOLF was home to top 40 music until the early 80s when the station turned country. Their only rock and roll competition, WNDR, across the way in DeWitt.
The music was similar, but it sounded different. The disc jockeys were kind of the same. Sometimes they were the same names.
So, in WOLF's home studio, Nick resurrected top 40 music in Syracuse.
Hot town, summer in the city, back of my neck getting dirt and gritty.
Good morning, Dinosaur.
And he didn't stop there. Nick was a former disc jockey for WOLF, so he brought in a team of on-air personalities that would know radio the way he did.
The second they said live, they had my attention.
Bob Brown, former WNDR personality and going on 40 years of radio broadcasting.
95.3, 103.9, The Dinosaur. Starland Vocal Band, Afternoon Delight.
I still feel like a kid every time I walk in the hallways here.
Lee Goodman walked into the WOLF studio when he was 15 years old. In 1981, he did the last top 40 shift before the station sold. Now, he's back for the Dinosaur.
For tonight, clear and a low near 50. What a beautiful day it was here in Central New York, huh? Tomorrow.
Peter Naughton worked in Utica with Nick and left a lasting impression, which led to an invitation to join the elite team.
We're 95.3, 103.9, The Dinosaur.
You know, this was the very first radio station that I was ever in. And
Tony Fallico's visit to the WOLF studio as a kid sparked his desire to get into radio. He says it's ironic that this is where he ended up.
95.3 and 103.9, The Dinosaur. I'm Tony Fallico, hanging out till 3 o'clock this afternoon.
And finally, there's Melissa Midgley, Nick's morning co-host.
All right, it's a Friday. It's National Donut Day.
They're live, they're answering the phones, they're going to events. Tony says this is what radio is all about.
I always learned that radio was created to serve the public, and we are serving the public.
So basically, pretty much all we've really done is we just went back to doing the things the way they were done, and it's being very widely received by everybody, and they're enjoying it.
We are 95.3, 103.9, The Dinosaur.